The South African car market has been taken over by SUVs in their different sizes, and car manufacturers are now moving away from producing the small hatchbacks. One thing I know for sure is that not all of us want to drive big cars. Some people still prefer driving in and out of parkings without a hassle, and this is why I'm bringing a new segment to this channel called Discontinued Cars. And here we'll just be talking about cars that are no longer being produced, but there's still demand for them. And for today's video, we have the Ford Figo. Let's get into it. One could easily describe this car as a perfect starter pack. Whether you are a student, a young professional, or just a learner driver, this one might just be for you. And in as much as I'm going to tell you all the good things about this car, there's also some bad and very peculiar things. And the first thing on the list is the pricing. A quick glance on Auto Trader tells you a story of how this car, discontinued in 2021, is still competing with the newer versions of the Suzukis, the Grand i10s, and the Polo Vivos. And you might be asking yourself, and like, why? Maybe you'll find your answer as we continue with this video. Looks wise, I personally think this car is cute, and if it was a dog, it would look something like this. The Figo comes in 3 variants, with the one that you're looking at being the entry-level Ambiente, Trend, and the Titanium. But for the purpose of this video, our main focus will be on the Ambiente, and I'll just mention the few additional features that you'll find from the other variants. As standard, you have the 14-inch steel wheels with wheel covers, and when it comes to these covers, they honestly should have a handle with care caution because they get easily damaged. When it comes to the interior, this is an entry-level budget car, so there isn't any luxury or in Sepedi we call it mabaibai, which loosely translated is fancy bells and whistles. Everything in here is bang average and functions according to how it should. In here, as standard, you get the 12V socket, an AM/FM radio with Bluetooth and 4 speakers, and if you're wondering how it sounds, I've got you. And by the way, that was the car and not the background music. Otherwise, you know you've got yourself a decent sound system that is up there and tops your Suzuki Swifts. The one thing I like about the Figo is the million cup holders that you get. There's 3 on the center console, 2 on the driver's side, and 2 on the front passenger's side. So you know in the hot summer days, if you're driving from Limpopo to Sun City, thirst is nothing but a myth. The back seats are surprisingly spacious, and I also just want to highlight that all variants of the Figo come standard with the cloth seats, and there's just one thing about them that rubs me the wrong way. So if the previous owner was a cigarette smoker and smoked in the car, the scent will still be there for quite some time when you buy that car. And here I was just showing you that in the Ambiente variant, you get power windows at the front and manually operated ones at the back. As standard, the Ambiente and Trend models have driver and passenger airbags, while the Titanium also gets side and curtain airbags. Other safety features found in the Titanium and Trend include remote central locking and seatbelt minders. One downside, which is expected, is the boot space. At 256 liters, it is very small, but nothing will ever compare to the small boot space that you find in the Kia Picanto. That thing is small, eh? On the flip side, the Figo comes standard with a full-sized spare wheel. And on that note, if you like this content, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, net for control. Under the bonnet, the 1.5-liter engine has 88 kilowatts of power and 150 Newton meters of torque. So this little thing moves and cruises very nicely. For obvious reasons, there isn't any cost of ownership calculations. And on that note, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more content of this nature.